Cheers, fellas.
Hard to pay cocktail players.
Cocktail players.
How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Pardon the Paint Real Talk, episode number 9. Today we're going to discuss pet peeves that men have about women. With my host,
White Boy Dave, hard to pay cocktail players.
Chris Manalapag,
Senegal connoisseur of pet peeves about women.
and our guest host,
Ready,
Freddie.
and
The
he
Jamaican
knows
from another
all
mother.
about women.
So I think a lot of men have a lot of pet peeves about women, just like they have pet peeves about us. What pet peeves do you guys have with maybe the women that you date, or somebody that you see any future potential with, or somebody that could potentially be your wife or your, what do you guys think about that?
Like me personally, I'm a little bit more intrinsic than the physical stuff. I mean, when I was younger, I was more into the beauty. But what really turns me off about a woman is a woman who's always trying to get over. Whether it's a credit card scheme, or she's cheating on Section 8, or it's always a scam.
That's a character trait of a woman, though, right?
But I think like, to me, I always feel like she wants that drink to see if you're gonna buy her that drink at the bar.
Yeah.
Or if you're gonna pick her up. And it's always, what is she gonna get?
Yeah.
And it's really, to me, it's just, I'm done. Because once I see someone is not really true to themselves, and if that is a character trait, I'm done with that. I mean, someone's always trying to get over. It's really ugly to me. It just turns me off.
But I think if you're dating somebody for quite a long time, if you do see some future potential in it, I believe in watching the woman and kind of see what she does, how she acts over different situations over a certain amount of time. Because just like when people drink, how they are is going to come out, how they drink or over the course of time.
That's true.
You can only lie for so long. So it's going to come out at some point.
It's true.
And so I do think if you're paying attention to the woman that you're dating, or you can definitely see those things if you're looking for it. And then you'll have deal breakers. For you, maybe a shady woman is a deal breaker for you.
It's a deal breaker.
For other people,
who's to say she's not going to get over on you?
of course. No, of course.
So that's what it all comes down to. I mean, the looks and everything, of course, that's what you're attracted first. I mean, a man's going to look at a woman.
Yeah.
Get that chemical, you're going to know right away whether you're attracted to her or not. Would I hit? I mean, straight away. You're going to know, oh, would I smash that?
Yeah.
Now, what makes me beautified is when I see a woman who's more in touch with herself and she has more going on.
Yeah.
That just turns me on more than a girl who has a big booty, big titties, pretty face, because you can buy that.
Yeah. But it
You
doesn't
get that in Brazil?
That doesn't
that's
hurt,
another
though.
story.
It doesn't
Right,
hurt,
ready?
though.
That's another story. How do you feel, Mr. Bello?
I'm just sitting there laughing. I think about this subject is funny as hell to me. Because for one, women have been able to deceive, deviate, dismantle, disrupt, confuse, change, and all by the use of the pussy. The pussy,
Okay,
the
Confucius.
pussy, the pussy. A motherfucking man will do anything for the pussy. So he will go past all the deception that we're talking about, them looking past the toes, the way the motherfucker smells. Her pussy can smell like a motherfucker in a swamp. That motherfucker will still stick his motherfucking penis in that swampy pussy. Freddie has done it, but he's a statue who gives a fuck, right? He can't catch nothing. But for those of us out here that are real people and not a beautiful statue like my friend over here, Mr. Reddy, that we gotta really understand this. It's about allowing. I always say we allow certain things. My pet peeve is, first thing, your hygiene is number one to me. Hygiene. If I come to your home and you got if I come to your house and you have a messy kitchen and a fucking stinky, messy ass restroom, that means 9 times out of 10, your pussy stinks. It's a guarantee. Your underarms stink, your mama pussy probably stink, her mama, and the rest of the family. It's a guarantee.
But couldn't you just be hiding behind the sheets? Because you can't judge a book by the cover.
But I tell you this, I agree with that too. But to me, hygiene starts in certain places. It definitely starts at home, because that's where you get yourself together before you leave to go outside of your home, right? Good people, you understand what I'm talking about. Some of you hoes understand, some of you bitches get it, some of you women understand. So I gave 3 different variables. So therefore, my point is that bad toes, legs not shaved, halitosis of the gums, of the lips, teeth. You don't wash, you don't floss, you probably stink by the lips. If your lips stink, your breath stinks. Your titties smell underneath the bottom part of it.
Baby powder.
The rim.
It's the baby powder.
Something's
right?
got to give. You got to work on something because something ain't right.
But my thing
The way
is,
your ass dresses, all this shit is a part.
That's all superficial to me.
Now,
But
nobody's
it's superficial.
perfect.
But you said pet peeves. That's a pet peeve of mine.
now nobody's perfect. But my thing is,
I ain't
women,
never walked out
if
stinking.
you have bad toes, don't wear open-toed shoes.
Please don't do
If
it.
your second toe is bigger than all your toes, you know, you gotta wear some boots or something. Don't wear open-toed shoes. It just looks terrible.
I look past all that stuff, ladies. So that's, to me, that's superficial.
That's because you ain't looked at his
It's
toes.
about
He
what's
got
inside
This shit fucked up.
their heart, not their toes.
He got.
A lot of these women, they
that
can't
green
fix
shit
their
on
toes.
top of it.
They can't fix their
I
toes.
seen a woman, her shit was like this.
So what if it was throwing up East Coast?
throwing up gang signs.
And she had the audacity to say that her shit was pretty. You got life fucked up. You have life fucked up. And we all told her that you have life fucked up. But in her mind, she still believed that them toes was extra
But what other
special.
pet peeves do you guys have?
Well, I
as
tell you,
far as-
those were really all my pet peeves. The fact of the matter that you don't take care
So
of yourself.
hygiene.
The way you dress in public too is another pet peeve of mine. You know what I'm saying? Be a woman, be classy at all times. You ain't got to be showing all the assy like Martin Lawrence said. A classy woman, you can see through all that because she's dressed accordingly to a certain way and she looks good. She's still beautiful, she's still fine, but she's also put together correctly. You know what I mean?
What about their attitudes? What about women that smoke?
Well, I think.
What about women
I can't
that
talk about
drink too
smoke.
much?
I mean, I think at the end of the day,
That's a good point.
you have to find a woman that ultimately gives you what you need. Everybody needs different things. There's some things that we can, because nobody's perfect, but there's some things that you can live with, and there's some things you can't live with. And I think every person has to determine what that is. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's not as educated as you'd like her to be. Maybe she doesn't make as much money as you'd like her to. Maybe her tools aren't as nice as we would like them to be. But everybody has different deal breakers, and I think every individual has to figure out
What about a woman who doesn't grow up popular? Is that a pet peeve?
it is. You know, but that leads into my other philosophy that if you don't get what you need at home, you're going to get it from somebody else.
Yeah.
And so, if she's not oral copulating, and that's what you like, and you stay with this woman, he
What
might
about
have
a
a
woman
tendency
that
to
oral
do something.
copulates on the first date?
Fantastic.
Is that, would you marry a woman? I mean, I don't see no difference. I mean, I don't see a problem.
Doesn't bother
Why
me.
not?
I mean, that shit don't bother me none.
It doesn't bother at all.
As long as you slamming on a ghost, then you must be the host.
There it is.
So,
There it is.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, some people, they think that a woman who you have sex on the
Yeah,
first
what-
date,
what-
they're, oh, I'm not going to mess with you.
I mean,
To me,
shit
that doesn't mean
happens. That don't
if your
mean-
energy's there, your energy's there.
Yeah, sometimes you connect it like that, and it just happens in that fashion.
What do you guys
But-
think about women that have been with all the buddies, and then the one guy marries that woman?
We have a friend like that, but that was his
Who might
choice.
that be?
I'll say no names. Dead men tell no tales.
Some people like
Is
cars.
that you?
Some people like
Oh.
cars with a lot of miles on it.
Is that ready?
It
I
just
mean,
depends.
it all depends on what you want, per se.
Oh.
Good catch.
Already passed out.
Yeah, he
He
couldn't
fell
take
out.
it. You see
He
that?
fell out after
It
that
was too
one.
much for him. So he couldn't take that. That was a little much for him.
To me, in LA is small. Every woman's been with some man. I'm not going to mess with my best friend's girl
Right.
or my homeboy's ex-wife.
Yeah. That's like violation.
But LA.
It's a
Now, what about
violation.
this? Say, for example, y'all went to high school together, and he dated one of your friends dated a woman, but you tried to holler at her in high school, and then she's over him. But you holler at your homeboy like, "Oh no, I'm good. I moved on with my life," and then you guys had a little something going. Is there something wrong with that?
Well, I think it depends if it's just a sex thing or something that you see a future in. If it's just a sex thing and you don't care, you may not care. But are you going to wife this woman? I don't know. Because if you know that your buddy hit it before, you're gonna marry this woman, have kids with this woman, and your buddy's always like,
Let me ask you this. Say, for example, you were incarcerated the rest of your life, right? Would you rather have an outsider dating your woman, take care of your kids, or would you rather have one of your homeboys who you know is a good person, taking care of kids, even though he has been intimate with your wife or your ex-wife or whatever it is? To me personally, I'd rather have one of my homeboys because I know what they're about. I know their character. I know their flaws. He's not going to be putting hands on her. I know what he's about. And to me, that's the way I look at it. It ain't like ain't no fun if the homie can't get none. But I feel like I know what this dude's about, so it's out of respect. He's gonna take care of my
I
family.
think it's complicated. I mean, if I'm stupid enough to be locked up, I wouldn't want anybody with my woman, and that's just probably being selfish.
Yeah.
But, you know, again,
I think about everything.
yeah.
That's all it takes is one bad decision. Right, ready?
And this ad is for Trojan condoms. Trojan condoms, the best in the business. Make sure you use Trojan at all times.
Gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect
How
yourself.
about Code 45? What are the rules said on Code 45?
Code 45. There's 2 rules, remember, for having a good time. Rule number 1, always keep plenty of Code 45. Rule number 2, never forget. Rule number 1. Freddie been drinking Code 45, that's why he fell off the table, but he'll be right back after this commercial break.
On that note,
Hard to fake.
Cocktail players.
Real talk.
Thanks for watching.
Episode 9. We'll see you
We'll see you
motherfuckers
later.
next time.
See you next time.
Peace out.